You know how to start it. Are we on? Yeah.
Hawa lang.
Okay, what we're doing here is adding now the compost to the piles. As you can see, and I showed in a video yesterday, we dug all this up, and yeah, such nice soil,
Soft.
and nice and loose, and well, it kind of breaks up fairly easily here. And that today, to the 2 rows here, I'm going to add some of the compost. This compost really isn't quite ready. It still needs to break down some more. But to work it in and leave it sit, okay, before we start planting here, and just be able to turn the soil. This is what I mean when I say organic. We take the leaves, we take the grass, we take the pig dung, mix it all together in our compost rows, and then spread it out. And as you'll see, I'm going to dig and kind of mix it in a little. Watch out there, Whitey. Watch out.
That's nice. I'm holding a Philips camera, guys. What you gonna plant here?
And that mixes it in to the soil here. So now we've kind of got the combination of the soil, the leaves, and all the materials that we've got in our compost piles. Okay?
Rice hay.
I've had comments before that my channel is kind of boring because of all the concentration on the compost and all the videos that I've done on the compost. This is the reason why, right here. It is so important, okay? You feed your body to keep it going, to keep it alive, and that. Go 3-4 days without food and see how your body reacts. The same way with the soil. You need to feed the soil. You need to put nutrients back into the soil that your plants, your vegetables, whatever, take out of the soil. If you don't, you are eventually going to starve the soil where it will produce nothing at all. The whole concept of the compost is just so fundamental to farming, and especially if you want nice organic crops, you know, without all the fertilizer. You get it right here. And the plants will eat all that, and the compost will break down even more as time goes on and the sun comes in, and of course there's still going to be some roots in there. This is why it's so important and why I stress it so much. I know it's boring at times to kind of hear the same thing over again. The whole idea is repetition. Repetition. You become expert at something, you become good at whatever trade you're in because of the repetition of doing it over and over and over again. It's what separates sometimes a successful person from somebody who isn't. The fact that he continues to repeat the processes in order to gain the wealth that comes from, like here, the wealth of growing your own vegetables in the soil, being able to can them, and all at once you've got produce that you can save all year and next year and the year after. And that, like I said with the canning, if I've got to explain it to you, then you just don't quite get it. But this will help. And I'm going to you're probably going to see a lot more videos on the composting. It's the lifeblood of the soil. to be able to add nutrients without just throwing a handful of fertilizer on it. And the plants love it. Plus it's so loose, the roots will grow very easily. The plants will thrive in it. And as the season goes on and we show the growing here, you'll be able to see that. So, another video on composting. And I'm not sorry, because it is so important. If you want to grow something, you've got to feed the soil back with whatever you want to grow, to put the nutrients back in that the plants take out. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks, Beth, for holding on to the camera there, and God bless every single one of you. Shut it off, shut it off.